Okay.
I'm gonna put this bad boy
Motor feels a little bit better. I know it's the same engine, but they might have it tuned different for the bike. Got the 103 engine in it. 6-speed. Looking to maybe pick up a second bike. And the handlebars feel better, more natural. Definitely a better seat. Better seat. The forward controls are weird. Oh my, this one has the dual fronts, so I'm sure she's gonna bite a little bit better. Let's put her in gear and RPM mode so I can kind of see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go since she's waiting. Definitely weird to have your legs out in front of you like that. I didn't strap my helmet, so I'll have to stop here in a second. Oh no, I did. It's just my shirt. All right. Going 40 and third, about 2,400 RPM. That ain't bad. It feels pretty nice. It's definitely where it wants to be. Man, it's hard to go wrong with this black and chrome, though. I tell you what, hard to keep clean, but damn, it looks good. My feet feel weird, but it's definitely, if I'm cruising, this is definitely what I want. Be able to kick my feet out. So you really got to put your foot out there to hit those rear brakes. But in shifting, you kind of gotta, I don't know. Good feeling bike. Seat feels a lot better. It got some more support to it, no doubt. That front tire is pretty nice, man. It just jumps over them bumps. Not as angly as the, not as flickable as the Street Bob, but still really nice. You can kind of feel that big tire when it comes to turning like that. But this is more what I'm used to. Now, if I had center controls, I don't know if they even make mid controls for this FatBobs. But with mid controls, I think I'd feel a lot more at home. But I definitely like the bars this way. And this one, like I said, has the dual front, so you can kind of get some more bite out of it. I'm not going to take the same exact route as I did last time. Fucked up that shift. Yeah, you kind of gotta contortion your foot under the shifter in and up. So it's a little weird. Definitely feels like it's got some more grunt to it though. At about 2,000 RPMs, it just wants to pull. That's a characteristic of that 103 though. That 103, man, you got all the torque at about 2,500 RPM and up. I mean, all that torque and just flat lines all the way across. I think I tried on the highway, but I took my jacket off, and I don't know, it's almost, I don't know, I was hot standing around, but it's almost chilly riding. And I don't know exactly where that highway goes. I'm sure it'd take me back to where I need to be, but see, what is this? I feel like I should have wanted to take that, but I'm sure this road does just fine too. I'm definitely liking this more than the Street Bob when it comes to cruise wise. I got my legs out, you know, I'm kind of just chilling. Handlebars are where I want them. That seat it's got the back end, it kind of sits you and then it goes straight up for the passenger seat, and it almost is weird feeling. It's comfortable though, I'll tell you what, goddamn. It's got that fuel gauge, got all the same stuff as the Street Bob. I mean, it's the same electronics, same motor, same you know, gear box. It's just a different style bike. They got the straight out bar. It's a little bit heavier. It's got a bigger front wheel. Man, I wish I lived around here. These roads are awesome. My roads suck. .45, man, in fourth gear, man, you're just cruising, dude. I tell you what, it's smooth. Oh, that fucking bump sucked, though. I'll tell you what. You got some power if you need to get out of the way. I mean, granted, it's bogged down, but if I dropped a gear or two, she cruises good in third at about 42. She picks up a little bit better too, you know, you're higher in the RPMs. Nice little jaunt. Like I said, if you put pipes and a air filter on these, man, it really wakes these bikes up. And I'm still, you know, I'm just touching 3,000 at cruising, so if I put this into second, it'd really tear up these fucking roads right now if I was hot rodding it. I'm coming into this little town. I don't want to be a dick. I don't know where cops are. Like I said, I don't live around here, so cops usually don't mess with guys on sport bikes. Cops don't usually mess with guys on bikes around here, but still want to make sure. Especially dealer plates, they really don't fuck around with dealer plates because they know you're test riding. And they never know if you're trying to, you know, if the bike was worked on and then you got, you know, sounds stupid, but if you need to test how it does in the high RPMs, you know, in fourth gear, you know, they'll kind of give you some leeway in it just because they're pretty nice guys. Never had really any bad experiences with cops, but going through this place in third gear, man, I'll tell you what, this is really nice. This got a little bit of lean on it. Feels good. Watch out for that dirt. Shoot you out of that hole with all that fucking torque, dude. It's awesome. Feels a lot steadier at speed than the Street Bob did, but it's a bigger bike. It's got some more weight on it. It's going to keep you planted to the ground a little bit more. That bigger front tire, man, just runs over those bumps. That was an awesome little jaunt of that road. And you know, I'm having a great time, and I'm at 50. I don't know what I got it back up there. I'm sure I got to 60, 65. But I'm having a great time, dude. The torque's putting a smile on my face. It's a nice GT 2015 in there. The torque's putting a smile on my face. It just throws me back in that seat. And now that I'm doing this, that little bump that I talked about is pretty nice because it just plants you back. It doesn't let you kind of slide up to the passenger seat. You kind of just holding on, man. And I'm really liking this bike a lot more. But granted, it comes with a steeper price tag. I said in the last video that I was going to ride a lowrider. And the guy I was talking to, Gary, he suggested the FatBob, and I never rode the lowrider, never rode the FatBob, so I didn't really know what to expect. But I'm definitely loving his judgment on this. Man, that bike, you can just, that front almost lifts, not anything like a wheelie, but it uncompresses those forks, that's for sure. With that power, that torque just pulls you, dude. Yeah, I mean, third gear down through here all day, dude. Scrolling through some of this stuff. Got a pretty good range on it. Alright. I sat on it and I went to pick it up and I was like, damn, this bike's heavy. Because the front tire on it, it's a really big front tire. It's one of those, I mean, it's a FatBob. And if you know anything about Harleys, the FatBob's got that really fat tire, kind of like that Sportster 48. And, well, I guess the Sportster 48 has the fat tire like this bike. But anyways, it was flat. So when I twisted the handlebars, I was like, damn, this is heavy. And he started laughing. But when he got on the bike to take it back to the service and air up the front, or get gas, he realized the tire was low. So when he aired that up, man, it feels a lot better. And dude, that torque just awesome. That really pulls. I feel like I'm in the bike. On this street bob, I almost felt like I was on it, you know. I was kind of along for the ride. This one, I'm really in it, and I'm feeling good about it. Third gear at 50 feels good. I'm sure it cruises no problem in sixth. Yeah, you just pop it down below 2 grand, you can just ride all day. But if you're feeling spirited, man, you can still get down into third gear. Have some pretty good fun on it, dude. I'm loving this bike a lot more. Granted, with the bigger bike comes with a bigger price tag. It's about 16. 16 out the door for me. And while it's still kind of in my price range, it's more on the steep end. Might be able to find a year older, might be able to talk them down, might be able to throw in some pipes or something for free. They're pretty good about making you a deal. Man, I'm really liking this bike though. Forward controls, like I said, just not used to forward controls, but I'll tell you what, when it comes to this riding right here, it's awesome. I'm really liking it. Let's go down through here. Yeah, 4th gear, really smooth here. Like I said, you can drop it down and you'll just cruise real nice if you want to tear it up a little bit. Feels really planted, and now that I took it on some of those twisties, I'll tell you what, it's turning pretty good. Can't flick it into the corner. If I go to, you know, Dragon's Tail or Pig's Tail or something, definitely not going to be able to throw it like my sport bike, but man, I'm going to feel comfortable doing it. Drop it down. Kind of make my way through this. I don't know, I'm going about 55. Not a bad corner. And, you know, definitely nothing tight. But god damn, it feels good. I'll tell you what, dude, I'm loving it. Pulls you right out with that torque, man. The mirrors are nice. A little shakier than the street bob, it feels like. But, that might just be because I wasn't paying attention to the mirrors at speed on the street bob. I definitely feel I can cruise on this. One of my big things, though, is I want to be able to get saddlebags. Because, like I said, I want detachable saddlebags, though. Like I said, the reason I want to get a Harley is so I can go on cruises. And I'm talking, you know, 1,300, 1,400 miles. You know, 1,300, 1,400 miles, you know, in 2 days. And then come back, you know. So, like, make it to California, spend the weekend, and come back. And that's what I'm trying to do, and that's the whole reason. I guess California's like 1,800 miles, but whatever, shut up. Man, that thing, I'm loving this bike. I'll tell you what, the looks, I don't know how much I like him as much as the street bob, but man, it's a better bike, that's for sure. Shoot you down through here. Whew. Riding right over all these little bumps, man, it's nothing for this bike. Still in 3rd gear, not even breaking the speed. Well, maybe. I assume it's 55 down through here. Not breaking the speed, but I'm just, man, I'm loving this bike. I'm speechless. I don't know. I don't have the words to. You know, sport bike. The bad thing about the sport bike is when you have that much power and you can go that fast, you're going to be going that fast a lot of the times when you get open roads like that. You know, my sport bike, I know I'd have been sitting in 3rd, and I'd have been just hogging the hell out of that throttle. 2nd or 3rd, just hogging the hell out of throttle, definitely breaking the speed, no doubt. But I don't feel the need to do that. And, I mean, granted, I can't shoot down through here at 100 miles an hour on this bike. Maybe because of my experience level, but it just doesn't feel like you know, you don't feel the need to do that. And to be fair, you know, you don't want to ride something at balls to the wall all the time. And 100 miles an hour on my street triple really isn't balls to the wall. I mean, that's the top of second gear. You know, you can cruise that 100 mile an hour in 6th gear all day. So, a saying a lot of people do is, it's more fun to ride a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow. And I have a Ninja 250, and I definitely feel the same way about that. You know, it's nice to be able to get that smaller bike out and just kind of rip the shit out of it. And I'm almost feeling that here. I mean, granted, this isn't a small bike, but it's not the, you know, it's not a balls to the wall sport bike. Yeah, yeah, you just throttle match, rev match, real nice. This is definitely a better feeling bike. I don't know if I could talk. See, I gotta get a cosign from my dad, and I don't know if I'd be able to talk him into a 16 grand bike. Oh yeah, you want to use the clutch on these? There's no clutch's love shifting is not the greatest on these, and maybe that's just because the gearbox, you know, just hasn't evened out, and you know, but yeah, you want to use the clutch on these, that's for sure. Having a great time though. Not kicking its ass right now like I was earlier. 4th gear, I got my arm down, I got my legs kicked out. This is a really nice bike. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to try the Street Glide or not. I almost feel like that might be too big of a bike, but I'm gonna see if I can talk him into letting me do it. I really hate putting all these miles on these brand new bikes. Now the Street Glide that I'm gonna test ride, maybe, it's not brand new, so I'm not gonna feel bad about that. But half of them, you know, they don't have to let me test ride 3 bikes when I'm not even guaranteed to come buy a Harley. But they're awesome people, like I said, and they, you know, it's not a super busy day. It's shitty out. It's a Thursday at 1 o'clock, so they're not really kicking for sales right now. I mean, they're always gonna get a sale, but when it comes to me coming in and being, hey, can I test ride this bike, they're definitely down for it. It's no problem. Man, I feel good on this bike, though. I'll tell you what. It's definitely comfortable. I like the bars. If I could get some cooler grips on it, maybe change the seat depending. I don't know. Like I said, I really like those memory foam gel seats. They, from Saddlemen, they're just really good. If you guys need a new seat, check out Saddlemen. But this bike feels good, dude. I'll tell you what. Cruising at 45, I could do this all day. Got a little hit, you know, to the chest with the wind, but that's how it is on, you know, these unfaired, un-windshield bikes, kind of like cruisers. Highway feels good, 6th gear, 2300 RPM, 65, got my legs kicked out, my hand down. I definitely feel good about this bike though. It's got great throttle response. The brakes aren't as amazing, you know, as my sport bike, but I can't judge performance. I can't put my performance judgment on this bike comparing it to my street bike. Because my street, it's what it is. It's a sport bike, it's high revving, it's fast, it's responsive, it's, you know, it's an adrenaline bike. And this is more of a cruiser. And all intents and purposes, when it comes to cruiser, this cruises. I'm loving what I'm doing right now. I definitely feel I can go some miles on it. My chest is a little beat up, but not as much as my chest on that Street Triple, the Street Bob. It's weird saying street so much, but let's see. I know it's 45 down through here, and I'm bombing at 60. So Let's drop a few gears and kind of calm it down. You know, those forward controls are starting to feel pretty natural. It feels good. You know, I don't hit them when I'm sitting at stoplights or when I'm walking the bike. My beautiful white and red Street Triple sitting there, posted up at a Harley Davidson dealership. Oh, this bump gonna suck. Man, I'm loving this bike though. It's awesome. Feels good. And there's a dealer that just walked out, my buddy Andrew. Okay. Wants me to put it in the handicap spot. Definitely love that bike though. That was a really nice bike. Give you a little view of it. It's a badass bike.